So let's go on to the next one, and this is burning money. Any guesses? Yeah?
Supplements?
Good guess, because that can be a huge waste of money in some senses, especially how you're using it. But in this one, what I meant was a complete waste. So supplements can be a waste if you're using the wrong ones at the wrong time, but what I mean here is sabotaging everything you're doing. Meaning that if you think of burning money, that's almost epitomizing the thought of wasting. Like, this is something that's really valuable to you, something that's very meaningful to you, and you've wasted it by burning it. So what drives me nuts to no end is sabotaging training with poor lifestyle. It's funny that Dr. Lemon mentioned a lot of these things earlier: lack of sleep, poor eating habits, not enough recovery between training sessions, alcohol, drugs. And like Paul mentioned earlier in another presentation, it's irritating to no end when you're losing training sessions because of poor habits. So somebody comes to practice, somebody comes to training, and they're literally useless. They're not getting the results that you want because they've done all these other practices that you have no control over. So, for instance, I've sent athletes home at times simply because they didn't feel properly coming to my session. And that they have come from a swim session, they come out of the pool, they've had 2 hours of swimming, they're coming to my workout session. If they haven't fueled properly between their time in those 2 training sessions, then it's a waste of my time, a waste of their time. So solution on this one: plan meals, schedule, and recovery as carefully as a coach plans practice. So right now, based on everything that I've described, we're starting to sound like an athlete's life is a really boring lifestyle. There's no drugs, there's no alcohol, there's recovery all the time. That's all you're doing. You're not doing anything else, and you eat like a saint. But obviously there is room for fun in there. Whoops. Oh, I know what I'm doing here. I'm reminding you about the fitness, fatigue, and performance simply because if you don't have those recovery practice, that was the difference between the performance and the supercompensation or the poor performance continuing on and potentially going into a non-functional overreaching.